Hello, welcome to Tennessee's at Home Learning Series for Math. Today's lesson is for all third graders out there, though all children are welcome to tune in. This lesson is a sixth in a series. My name is Lisa Sharkley, and I'm a third grade teacher at Venus Stewart Elementary in Gallatin, Tennessee. I'm excited to be your teacher. Welcome to my virtual classroom. If you didn't see the previous lesson, you can find it on the Tennessee Department of Education's website at www.tn.gov/education. You can still tune in to today's lesson if you hadn't seen any of the others, but it might be more fun if you would go back and watch the others because I'll refer back to the previous lessons. Today we'll be learning about equivalent fractions. Before we get started, for you to participate fully, you will need paper and pencil. Okay, let's start. We're going to start with some vocabulary. Equivalent fraction key vocabulary. I'm going to start with the word fraction. Fraction, a number that names equal parts of a whole. A fraction names a point on the number line. My next vocabulary word, denominator. You've heard that word before, denominator. The number below the line in a fraction that tells the number of equal parts of a whole. Numerator, the number above the line in a fraction that tells the number of equal parts that are being described. And our last vocabulary word this morning, equivalent fractions. Two or more different fractions that name the same part of a whole or the same part on a number line. And we'll refer back to these throughout the lesson. All right. Let's review what you have previously learned about fractions. Let's look at the area model of fractions I have on the screen. What fraction represents the first model? I'm looking at this first model. What would represent it? I'm going to first start off by saying, how many equal parts do I have? 1, 2, 3. So I know my denominator has to be a 3. There's 3 equal parts. My numerator is going to be how many are shaded? 1, 2. So my first fraction shows 2/3. Let's go to the second one. To find my denominator, which is my down number, I'm going to count how many equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That lets me know my denominator is 6. My numerator are going to be the ones shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. As I look at this is showing me that, 2/3 and 4/6 are equal or equivalent. We use that word already, equivalent fractions, 2 or more different fractions that name the same part of a whole. I already have a pair of equivalent fractions. Let's keep going. I'll start off with a word problem. Read it with me if you can see it. Sanaya's mom bakes a rectangular cake. She puts chocolate frosting on half of the cake and vanilla frosting on the other half of the cake. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. I want to draw this problem out. I'm going to start off with a rectangle. Then I'm going to cut the rectangle in half and shade one side to represent the chocolate icing. That's my chocolate icing side. Then Sanaya's mom cuts the cake into fourths so that each fourth has either chocolate or all vanilla icing. Now I cut it in half right now. Now I want to cut it into fourths. I think I could use a horizontal line to cut it into 4 equal pieces. Now, what fraction other than 1/2 names the part of the cake with chocolate icing? Now, it started off with half, but as I look at my new fraction, it still shows half, but my new fraction shows how many pieces in all? 4. How many are shaded? 2. I have a new equivalent fraction. 1/2 equals 2/4. Good job, guys. Let's go to our next. You have seen many different types of fraction models, such as area models, number lines, and fraction bars. You can find equivalent fractions by dividing the same model in different ways. That's what we'll be practicing today. Look at the rectangular cakes below. Each cake shows 4ths, okay? Show me 4ths with your fingers. Yes, you should be showing me 4 fingers. Notice there are 2 pieces of chocolate cake in each of the cakes. Oh, let me see. I see 2 pieces, 2 pieces, and 2 pieces. Okay? It doesn't matter how the cake is cut into 4ths. They're still 4ths. They're still equal pieces. Let's see if we can draw lines on one of the cakes to show 8ths. So we'll want to make our cakes from 4ths into 8ths. Now I'm going to do the first one, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to do the second and third cake on your own. So you need to get your paper and pencil ready so you can start drawing these cakes so you can try to make them into 8ths, okay? With this first one, I'm looking at it, thinking, what's my best way to make that into 8ths? I do believe I'm going to draw some vertical lines. I think I'm going to go straight down. That would be a way. I'm making my 4ths. If I go straight down here and do another line here, let's see if I made it into 8ths. I'm going to count my equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made it into 8ths. Using 2 more lines. All right. I want you to try the same. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. I want you to try the same with the second cake and the third cake. Please draw them and make your 4ths into 8ths. I'll give you 30 seconds. All right, let's get right back to it. I gave you an opportunity to make your cakes into 8ths. All right, with this one, I think if I draw a horizontal line directly across, I could make it into 8ths. Let's see if I draw this. I'm going to count and see if I have 8 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I made it into 8ths. I hope you did one like this. Let's do one more. Ooh, this one was cut diagonal. I believe I could go across. Let's go across, and let me go across this way. Let me check and see if I have 8 equal pieces. All right, I'll use my laser this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 ways to make a cake from 4ths to 8ths. Good job, guys. Let's keep going. Let's look at this number line that is partitioned into 4ths and that shows the location of 1/2. Fill in the fraction for fourths that is equivalent to 1/2. So I see my number line. I'm wanting to fill it in because I'm looking for a fourth that would be equivalent to 1/2. All right, let me first start off. Are there 4 equal pieces? I want to count. I'm starting at the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 equal pieces. Now I'm ready to label. I'm going to erase my loops. But my loops is my best way to check it. So 0 fourths. My next tick mark would be 1 fourth, 2 fourth, 3 fourth, and 1 whole, which is the same as 4 fourths. 4 fourths. Now it's asking me to find a fraction that's equivalent to the 1/2. When I look at my number line, I go up there and I'm seeing my 1/2 going right underneath. They're the same distance from the 0, the 2/4 and the 1/4. I found an equivalent fraction. Let's keep our learning going this morning. Take a minute to reflect on the fraction models from today. Why does it make sense that 1/2 and 2/4 can name the same amount? Reflect. Why does that make sense that 1/2 and 2/4 can make the same amount? Do your thinking. If you know it, say it out loud. I'm going to tell you my thinking. I'm thinking back to the cake models. 1/2 of a cake can be divided again to make 2/4, but the amount of cake does not change. So 1/2 and 2/4 represent the same quantity divided into different number of parts. They are the same. It's still the same amount. It's just cut into smaller pieces. Let's keep learning. Let's now practice finding equivalent fractions for thirds. The model below shows thirds. Let me check. 1, 2, 3. I'll draw a line so that the model shows sixths. Can you think of a different way? Well, I'll do the first one, and then I'll give you an opportunity to practice trying to find a different way. Okay. As I look at this, I think if I make one line going up and down, which would be vertical, I would have 6 pieces. I'll try it. Let's use my red marker. Let's see. I'm trying to make it right down the middle so it'll be equal. I want 6 equal pieces. And let's see, do I have 6 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made my thirds piece, fraction piece, into 6s. Can you do the same in a different way? I'll give you just a couple. Do your quick drawing of this area model and see if you can make it into 6s. All right, let's see. I wonder if you went across. You made that one, made a cut here, and a cut here. All right, let's check. Do I have 6 equal pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. If you did that, great job. Below is another model that shows thirds. thirds. Draw a circle on your paper. Draw the line so your circle shows thirds. Start off by doing that. You're drawing your circle. It looks like a peace symbol, doesn't it? And then make it into thirds first. That's our first step. Now, let's work together to make our thirds into sixes. I think I can cut this in half. I'm going to start from here and go out. If I do the same thing here and the same thing here. And I'm going to check and see, do I have it into thirds now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. Yes, I made my thirds area model into sixes. Draw this rectangular model on your paper and be sure to draw the lines that cut the rectangle into thirds. Again, thirds, 1, 2, 3 equal pieces. Now, talk out loud while you draw your line to describe how you are making sixes. You're drawing first thirds and then you're going to make it into sixes. I'll give you a couple seconds to work on it. All right, I hope you have your thirds and you said, how can I cut it into sixes? I'm going to use one line. I'm going to make one vertical line. Give me a thumbs up if you thought the same thing. Straight down the middle. Let's see if we have 6 equal pieces now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've cut my rectangular model from thirds to sixes. How can we show 6 on a number line? Here's a number line that shows thirds. Draw this number line on your paper. Let's work together to show sixes on the same number line. First, draw, just like I have up here, a thirds number line. Now notice, how did I draw it? Let me model to you how I drew it. I first drew my line and I put arrows. I put my 0 and then I put my 1 hole. And then I made sure I have 3 equal pieces cut. That's about. Let me count and see. Did I make 3? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Make sure you have your thirds drawn first, and we'll work together to make sixes. All right. You have your thirds. Let's do our sixes now. So, if I make a cut here, cut that one in half, and then, if I cut that one in half, and I think I need one more cut, and if I cut that one in half, let's see if I have 6 equal pieces. I'm going to do my loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 equal pieces. Now, I want to label them on the top. Okay? So, 0, 6, that's my denominator. 6. My next piece would be 1 6. Numerator is 1, denominator is 6. Next, 2 6, 3 6, 4 6, 5 6, and 1 whole, which is the same as 6 6. So I've labeled my number line. At the very bottom are thirds, at the very top are sixths. Now we're looking for an equivalent fraction, a fraction that equals the same. Let me look. Oh, I'm noticing something. I'm seeing 2 fractions on the number line with the same distance from a 0. Those are going to be called equivalent fractions. So I found a set. I'm going to circle them. All right. Do you see another set? I hope you do. Say it out loud if you see it. And I bet you were saying 4 6 and 2 thirds are also equivalent fractions. One more. 6 6 and 1 whole, equivalent. Whenever we need to find or generate an equivalent fraction, we can draw a fraction model or number line to help us. It really helps to draw the area models and also the number line. The hexagon is cut into 2 equal parts, or 2 halves. Draw a line to show fourths. Then draw a line to show eighths. Use your models to write the equivalent fraction for 1 half. It's your time to draw again. You're drawing this hexagon like it is here in halves. Then you're trying to make it into fourths and then eighths. Go ahead and work on it. All right. Now I have my half already drawn. Draw a line to show fourths. Well, I think I could go right here. Now I have 4 equal pieces. Okay, I did the fourths. Then draw a line to show eighths. Okay, let's see if I go straight down. Ooh, that was pretty good. Let's see if I can go straight across. And I'm trying to make 8 equal pieces. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Now, use your models to write the equivalent fraction for 1 half. So 1 half, and let me shade in 1 half. That might be easier. And just doing a quick shade in so you can kind of see what the 1 half shaded in would look like. Okay? So then I'm going to write 1 half is equivalent or equal to how many eighths? I'm going to put my 8 up there because it's divided into 8 equal pieces. Then I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1 half is equivalent to 4 eighths. Good job, guys. Great work today, students. Today we reviewed equivalent fractions. You sure did a great job. I will show you the independent practice problems now. or you can find them in the student practice for this lesson posted on our website, www.tn.gov/education. Students, I enjoyed reviewing math with you today. Thank you for inviting me into your home. I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson in Tennessee at Home Learning Series. Bye-bye.
What's up, all you crazy Tennesseans? It's me, Coach Wood again. Let's get up, get off your couch, let's get moving, all right? I got toilet paper in my hand. If you want to grab some toilet paper, go ahead. Join in on the fun. Let's just run in place for a minute, all right? We're just running through the neighborhood. What's up, man? Whoa, keep your distance. Good to see you. What's up? Woo! Go a little faster. Oh, I'm running in my garage with toilet paper in my hand. Remember, it's important to get off that couch. Video games are fun, TV's fun, but you got to get up and move. Look it, we're moving with toilet paper. You can do it too. Keep moving, keep moving. Shake it out. Shake it off, shake it off. Hashtag Taylor Swift, here we go. Whew. Let's do some jumping jacks. Remember, pencil, X, pencil, X. Super simple. Let's get 10 in there, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Here we go. Last thing, USA, baby. USA, USA. Here we go. Last thing, we're gonna do some of my favorite. If you've watched my videos on YouTube, these are called star jumps. All right, touch the ground, jump up, star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5. Woo. Shake it off. Whew. See, look at that. We haven't been working out for even 2 minutes. I'm already breathing hard. I know you're breathing hard. You guys are doing great. Keep it up at home. Keep up all the awesome work. And follow me at youtube.com/c/coachwood. Check out my other videos. Peace.